Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the prestigious Equus Awards. Tonight we celebrate the excellence, passion and dedication that drive the heart of South African horse racing. Join us as we honour the champions, the moments and the spirit that make our sport extraordinary.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. It's a great honor and privilege to stand here before you as the host of the Equus Awards, the first held in Cape Town in many years. The Equus Committee would like to place on record their thanks to the management of Cape Racing for allowing these prestigious awards to be held here at Hollywood Bets Kenilworth, which is a break from the norm. I think we can all agree that the venue looks absolutely stunning. Our thanks to all those who have organized this sparkling event. To Greg Bortz and his team, we thank you for your hospitality and we wish you all the most incredible evening with us. To Cape Racing, Hollywood Bets, Gold Circle, 4 Racing, and the Thoroughbred Breeders Association, your dedication to the sport is unwavering, and when every season culminates with this, we reflect on the past 12 months with great fondness. All of us who have the slightest interest in the sport, we thank you and acknowledge the good vibes that you bring our way. To all the sponsors, fans of the sport, punters and lifelong fans, big and small, keep the faith in these horses who bring so much joy and help us forget the many rigors of life. Tonight we crown the equine and humans who reach the pinnacle of the sport over the duration of time between the 1st of August 2023 and the 31st of July 2024. Hours of planning, preparation, execution, and performance to the highest degree has led to this. Before we get into it, I'd like to remind you all of the house rules of the Pocket Power Room where we are tonight, where we also have the honor of honoring the champions of the season past. We're all here to have a great evening, but please be mindful of the following. No smoking or vaping will be allowed in the building. Glassware must remain in the room. Directions to the bathrooms will be provided by the hosts and hostesses. Please stay seated when we call someone to the stage for the award. This is for live streaming purposes. You can come up as soon as your video has played, and you can also enjoy the video that we have provided for you. Flash photography is not permitted, and also you can enjoy our wonderful bar, but please note that tequila shots will come with a charge. Consider it as a fun little incentive to savor each shot that you take tonight. Please be aware that all the winners will have their photos taken outside of the room. Wayne Marks will be waiting for you there. A host or hostess will escort you out of the room to speed up the process. And please make your way back into the room the same way that you entered out through the back door. And that will obviously be once your special moment has been captured. I would like to remind you that speeches will be saved for some of the second half of the ceremony when we crown the human elements of the season. Without further ado, it gives me great pleasure to invite the chairperson of Cape Racing, Mr. Greg Bortz, onto the stage to say a few words.
Thanks, Ali. Thanks, Ali. Good evening, everyone. Can everyone hear me at the back? Just making sure. All right, perfect. Thank you. We are honored to be hosting this year's Equus Awards here in the Cape. As everybody knows, this is the National Awards. A few years ago, we changed it from it simply being in Johannesburg to now making it nationally on a rotation. Last year was in Johannesburg, this year is in Cape Town, next year will be in Durban, and so it goes. Which I think is probably the most appropriate way to hold this awards. As you can look around the room, it truly is a national awards to celebrate all those and our equine athletes from all over the country. So on behalf of everybody, Ali already referenced them, but everyone associated with the Equus Awards. This is not a Cape Racing Award, this is the National Awards on behalf of Equus and everyone associated with it. We'd like to extend the warmest welcome to everybody here today, and we are super pleased to have the honor of hosting you in our gorgeous venue. The tequila shot rule is also known as the Justin Snaith rule. It's been put in place. That's one of the reasons that Cape Racing was in major trouble a few years back. So it's been a necessary amendment. I guess I've been asked to speak because this year it's in the Cape, but I think I've been given some very strict rules, apparently on awards evenings when I'm given the microphone. It's not always plain sailing. There are like 6 different people from Cape Racing with a kill switch. As soon as I go off script, I'm sure you're going to not hear me any longer. I promise to be on my best behavior, and I can assure you it's going to be very quick, actually. This is, I've been given no more than 5 minutes, and I'm about 2 minutes in already, so all is good. But in all seriousness, though, talking about that, if you remember a year ago, it wasn't the Equus Awards, it was the local, the Cape Awards, gave a speech and spoke about integrity in horse racing and the welfare of the horse, and that sparked a social media firestorm, which was a lot of fun. I haven't been on social media in about a year now, and that's why. But I do want to say, just as 1 year later, sort of looking back, if I went back a year, I wouldn't change a thing. I would say it all again, and possibly even a little bit more. I am actually really proud with what's transpired over the last year. I think something that was not spoken about or hardly spoken about the spotlight has been brightly shone on it, and everybody is well aware of things. I didn't even know what TCO2 was a year ago when I spoke about it. And I'm really proud to be in an industry with so many passionate people and so many leaders that also want what's best for the horse and the integrity of the sport. You know, obviously, along the way, there's always going to be execution missteps and hiccups and learnings, and that's clearly been the case in many areas and will continue to be the case. But what I like about what I've seen over the last year is that the direction of travel is clearly forwards. We are clearly moving in the right direction in every respect. And as I said, I'm loving the journey, and I'm super excited to see where we are in a year, 2 years, 3 years. Little things, even when you talk about exports, which I know is going to get spoken about. You know, we had some outstanding news about the future of exports that everybody's excited about, and then some challenges. You cannot vaccinate in the free zone, and you know, all things like that, and people are concerned about that. Everybody should be concerned. These are challenges, but we'll figure them out. As with everything, we're all about, I think the new era of racing, as has been in the last few years, I would suspect, is all about overcoming challenges. And I feel like that's what we're doing. If you look back over the last 2-3 years around the country, I think racing is getting better and better and better. The mood, the positivity is palpable. And that's what I mean by the direction of travel, being so positive. But what a year it's been. It's not for me to go and mention anyone by name or any particular, you know, we're all sitting here with bated breath seeing who the various winners are, but it has been a hell of a year looking back. I mean, somewhere in the room sits Richard Fourie, and just, you know, there's Richard there. What an achievement Richard's had. I mean, it's been well publicized and well written, but I'm not sure any of us in our lifetimes will see another achievement like that. So, absolutely amazing. One World's, what a year. What a year for One World, you know. Give me another. I mean, it's going to be flying overseas and flying the flag for us, hopefully successfully for this country. Unbelievable to be around the presence of, you know, to see a filly like that in action. I saw Lawrence Werner is here down from Joburg, had over 100 winners in the season. I mean, that's just amazing. Drakenstein, I think, I don't know the number, Kevin will no doubt correct me, but 20 or 21 graded stakes winners. Okay, Kira's pointing out 21. Brilliant. I think on Saturday, we have our first direct shipment out of the quarantine station to the EU. I mean, wow. So everything is sort of heading in the right direction. We recently had positive news, approval of the transaction with our friends in Durban for Gold Circle. Like, that's all positive, and these are just, it's what a year looking back. So super, super, super excited. So I hope that everybody in this room feels the same degree of positivity. I hope everybody in the room is going to keep buying lots and lots and lots of horses. Let's have our field sizes grow. Let's get more owners into the sport, and just honored to be part of it with all of you. So thank you very much and have a wonderful evening.
Thanks very much indeed, Greg. I went far and wide to find a note that best sums up this evening and why we're here and why we breed, own, train, and cheer on these magnificent animals. So I found this. When your mind is set on a splendid thing you want to do, there are some who will shrug like you don't have a clue. When you proceed, some will say it can't be done and that there is really no need for you to take it on. And halfway through, some may deem your progress small, or others will ask if what you're doing is even worthwhile at all. But when you succeed, then with flattering tongue, the same folks will say they knew that you'd do it all along. Now, folks may mean well when they say it can't be done, but then who is to lose when they are actually wrong? But if you take note of why some doubt your point of view, and stick close to those who will see strength in you. Have faith, no matter how tough it may seem. If you work hard, if you believe, you will achieve your dream. For what others think, whether or not you are strong or smart, sometimes doesn't really count. And what you believe in your heart. Ladies and gentlemen, let's get started with the equine matters and give a reminder how the awards are determined. A panel of judges which comprised of the leader Graham Hawkins, along with Dees Dianand, Nico Kritsiotis, Vicky Marnott and Ravon Smith, as well as a pattern race point system. The log supplied by the NHA was also a factor in determining some of the categories, thanks to the 5 judges as well as the handicappers who have kept score over the last 12 months. There are 23 trophies in total that are up for grabs for 10 equine awards, as well as for the 10 equine awards, we will also welcome members of the TBA board to hand over trophies to the winning breeders as a token of the beginnings of each story told tonight. Again, all courtesy of expert sculptor extraordinaire Robin Rogera Coutinho, who's here tonight once again. He has provided these amazing trophies that will be given out to the winning connections this evening. Without further ado, I'd like to welcome on stage Executive of Racing and Bloodstock from Cape Racing, Justin Vermaak, as well as the CEO of the Thoroughbred Breeders Association, Heather Morkel, to conduct the first few awards tonight. So as with tradition, we kick off with a champion 2-year-old filly. Your nominees are champion 2-year-old filly of the season, to the surprise of absolutely nobody, is...
Now Quid Pro Quo's coming alongside. Quid Pro Quo now gets the head in front. And Quid Pro Quo from Fatal Flaw is going to try and fight back. Quid Pro Quo. Unbelievable stuff, a length and a half.
So let's call the team up, the Quid Pro Quo team. What a story this has been. Owned and bred by Gerald Khalil, this amazing daughter of Lance won the unofficial 2-year-old filly's Triple Crown. Trained by Bar and Boertis, the fairy tale story has only just begun. To quote Barend at the Gold Cup at Hollywood Betsgravel, all horses are special. She's just a little more special. We welcome Gerald, Karen, Barend, and Simone on stage to congratulate them for this incredible achievement. The champion 2-year-old filly of the season is Quid Pro Quo. And don't forget, on the way out, official photos will be taken outside in the foyer and then back into the room as those are done. Next up, we go to the boyish charm of the 2-year-old colt and gelding category. Here are your nominees. So, after plenty of adding and subtracting from the judges, the dream of owning and breeding a champion has been realized. The champion 2-year-old colt gelding of the season is...
Proceeds running on in Cosmic Speed on the outside. Last 100 meters low. Cosmic Speed and Proceed, these are the two. Proceed's going on though. Proceed has won it.
So we call up owners Jared and Lawrence Verners up onto the stage to collect the trophy, as well as trainer Sean Terry, who picks up yet another Equus award. Also, congratulations to Tessa Verners as well. She is the matriarch of the operation. His win in the Grade 1 gold medallion at Hollywood Bet Scottsville in June propelled him to top spot. The kicker was his Grade 2 victory in the Protea Stakes at Turfentine as well. Another progeny of Gimme the Green Light has become an Equus champion. And just as a small token of thanks and appreciation and well done, on behalf of the Cape Turf Club, Lawrence, not only are you getting an award, an Equus award tonight, but also a lovely framed picture to commemorate your century of winners throughout last season. So let's get that up here as well. Very well done to the entire team. Proceed as an Equus champion. And also not forgetting your frame, Mr. Verners, from the Cape Turf Club, as a token of congratulations for your 100 winners of the season. A beautiful picture that will go very, very well in the private suite upstairs at the Big T, I'm sure. Well done, Lawrence. Thanks very much, Justin, for Mark. His work isn't done for the night, but it's done for now. Next, we call up Stephen Marshall, Events and Marketing Executive of Gold Circle, to see over the next 2 awards. So while Stephen makes his way up onto the stage, we now move on to the 3-year-old fillies, who are always hot property for so many reasons. Here are the nominees. Look at those names. It came down to 2 dual Grade 1 winners, but in the end, the feeling was unanimous. The champion 3-year-old filly is...
And it's Gimme Another who hits the front in the Tab Empress Club Stakes. Gimme Another leads by 2 from Humdinger, and And South Africa, stand up and salute our new racing sensation. Give me another, beat some humdinger.
It's gimme another. We congratulate Jessica Gell and the entire team from Maritz-Fontein Stud, a nursery of so many legendary names. We'd like to call on a representative of Maritz-Fontein. Are we going to get Jahan and the rest of the team up on stage? Congratulations to the very well-oiled machine. A nursery of so many legendary names is the Maritz-Fontein Stud, and now we have another. Her wins in the Volkerborsdrift Gauteng Fillies Guineas and the Volkerborsdrift South African Fillies Classic, as well as the Empress Club Stakes, will live in our memories forever. Trainer Mike de Kock extends his apologies for not being present tonight, but here we have Jahan Malherbe and Diane de Kock, as well as Shane. You are all invited to step forward and pose in honor of a filly that we cannot wait to see on the international stage and defend her unbeaten title. Ladies and gentlemen, give it up again for Gimme Another. What a filly, what unbelievable memories, unbeaten, and now she heads, as Greg said, overseas to go and fly that South African flag high. Next we go on to 3-year-old Colt Gelding. Always such influential names vying for glory. Here are the nominees. No shortage of class, no shortage of high-quality performance. A Hollywood Bets Durban Jalal winner, a Weight for Age winner, and one of the more exciting sprinting prospects seen in a while, in addition to 2 dual Grade 1 winners. But victory is for...
Green with Envy. Green with Envy's really taking off powerfully to the outside. Beach Pong, but Green with Envy. Green with Envy burst into the lead and goes 4 lengths clear. It's a big payday. Green with Envy. He's got them weak at the knees to win well.
Owned and bred by Lady Christine Laidlaw, raised at the Fontein Stud, the son of Gimme the Greenlight captured the Splash Out Cape Derby, the KZN Guineas, and crucially, the Daily News 2000 to take him to Equus glory. Racing manager Jahan Malherbe here to collect the prize on Lady Laidlaw's behalf. Ladies and gentlemen, what an unbelievable 3-year-old. What a sophomore season he had and a very strong crop. It's Green with Envy. Dean Kaname extends his apologies as well for not being here this evening. Stephen, thank you very much. Thank you kindly. Now, to help out with the next 2 awards is Colin Gordon, COO of 4 Racing, to conduct the next couple of handovers. Colin, if you don't mind stepping forward onto the stage. So the next 2 categories incorporate the following. The City of Cape Town Mallorca Stakes, the Cartier Paddock Stakes, the Empress Club Stakes, and the Ridgemont Garden Province Stakes all make such a difference to the breed and pedigree. It is time to introduce the nominees of the champion older female. Well, I can tell you one thing, this category this season is going to be fireworks because there's so many exciting 3-year-old fillies around the country. But as you saw from that, we've got some big names to consider here tonight. Champions do not come around all the time. It's an Equus hat-trick. The champion older filly mare is...
Princess Keller kicked 2 lengths in front. Raskova second, but this is the reigning horse of the year. Princess Keller, another grade 1 ticked off the list. I'm gonna be bad, I promise I won't chase. You don't deserve it. I'm gonna be bad, I promise I won't chase. You don't deserve it.
For her win in the Mallorca and her consistent efforts throughout the Cape Summer, the exported daughter of Flower Alley follows up on her Horse of the Year achievement from last season. We call up trainer Sean Tarry, Des Gonzalez, the racing manager of Mario Ferreira, as well as the team from Main Chance Farms. One Equus award is hard. Horse of the Year is extremely hard, but to churn it out from season to season takes only a special individual. Sean Tarry, come up on stage. Des Gonzalez and also Team Main Chance, congratulations. The older filly mare of the season is none other than Princess Keller. Richard Faree's also warming up. I think the entire population of Robertson is here tonight. Very well done, guys. Congratulations, Princess Keller. The memories that she leaves us with are second to none. And now we move on to the champion older male. Again, so many races over the last 12 months matter so much, with high-profile names engraved on the silverware. Serious pattern races are strongly debated, as was this category. The horses in line are... So let's go. In the end, despite so many memorable performances throughout the season, from so many in such high-profile races, the Equus panel decided that the winner is...
Dave the King is clear though. 100 metres to go. Cousin Casey, Flagman's running on, but Dave the King will win.
Owned by Lindsay Ralphs, Larry Nestat and Gary Player, who also bred the son of Global View, his late season flourish has sent him ahead of the pack. We call forward Lindsay Ralphs with Jackie Spindler, Catherine Ralphs and Diane de Kock to collect the prize for the swashbuckling giant trained by multiple champion trainer of South Africa, Mr. Michael de Kock. Ladies and gentlemen, Dave the King. Very well done, guys. Fantastic achievement. He delivers on the promise. An Equus champion, a son of Global View, bred by the legendary Gary Player. This will mean so much to Gary, and I know how much it means to Messrs. Ralphs and Nestat as well. Well done, guys. 2 Grade 1 wins at weight for age level. Colin, always a pleasure. Thank you very much. Up next, we welcome Carmilla Finch, Executive of Human Resources at Cape Racing, to make her Equus debut. Let's make her feel warm. Ladies and gentlemen, Mrs. Finch. Now we go on to the speed categories. The need for speed. Champion sprinter, believe me, was hotly debated. It went to a split vote. Your entries are: South African sprinters have held their own all around the world. Names in this category have excelled in the biggest of stages. Your champion sprinter is...
Thunderstruck, nowhere from Gleis, 150 left to go. Thunderstruck is coming at Golden Sickle and Rulership. It's still Golden Sickle, but Thunderstruck is coming home hard. Golden Sickle, Thunderstruck has won it.
The brilliant son of Rafif. Bred by Aventura Estate, we welcome the entire team from Aventura as well as the representatives of Mary Slacks Wilkeborst Drift Stud. Mary, well done. You own yet another Equus champion. Another Equus champion trained by Sean Terry. If you all want to step forward, collect the Equus Award on behalf of your brilliant entire by Rafif. His win in the Grade 2 Kaya Stables Diadem Stakes propped up by the Grade 1 Johnson Workwear Computer Vom Sprint. We wish all connections well in his stud career, where he stands an 8-time winner, including 2 Grade 1s. Shahan as well? Want to do another one? I reckon that was one of the only times in Sean Terry's sparkling career that he wasn't too nervous when looking at the nominations. He couldn't miss. But well done to the entire team, the Thunderstruck team. Another round of applause. We're looking forward to his progeny at stud. Heather, thank you so much. Well done, and thanks very much to Heather Morkel. Next up, we welcome Brad Ralph, the chairman of the TBA, who has a very busy evening ahead, and he'll represent the TBA for the next 3 awards. Dinner's not too far away, by the way. There is nothing more pure than a weight for age Grade 1 winning miler. Introducing your nominees. Three centres host Grade 1 weight for age mile races. All of them take your absolute best efforts. Just a stroll outside in the foyer when looking at the Lomaral Kings Plate winners will remind you of the champions who scoop races of this magnitude. This season, the champion is...
Charles Dickens, 100 metres out over See It Again, and record settled, record straight. Charles Dickens wins.
Our great expectations were revealed throughout the career of this unbelievable son of the game-changing sire Trippy. Owned and bred by the Drakenstein stud nominee Gaynor Rupert, we call on the entire team to step forward and collect the prize. And he also becomes an Equus 3-time winner. Trained by Candice Bass Robinson, again, the entire team step forward and collect the prize of the champion miler of South Africa, Charles Dickens. Well done, always a big happy team brought out by Drakenstein, who had their stallion day yesterday. So many exciting new sires, so much exciting blood standing out at the many times champion breeders of the country, Drakenstein stud. There'll be lots of treasures coming your way. Carmela, thank you very much. Appreciate that. Time to say hello to Raf Sheikh, racing executive of Gold Circle, to help with the handover of the next two awards. So, two more awards before we head over to dinner, and plenty horses are purchased at sales to win races which fit into the next category. Let's go on to the champion middle distance. Here are your nominees. So this category is crammed to such an extent that some high-profile race winners did not even cover much conversation. The champion middle distance horse of the season is...
Royal Victory is right there as well. Royal Victory's coming home strongly in the closing stages, and Royal Victory's burst through. Royal Victory wins the Betway Summer Cup.
A true underdog story. What a story it is too. What a team this is. Trained by Nathan Kotson, bred by Dr. Marion Thompson's Ambion stud. What about the pride of owners that are involved? Peter and Belinda Victor, Brandon Visa, Natasha Sturdy, as well as Sandy and Eugenia Rundle's ITSSA I-Team team. Step forward, guys. The team of Royal Victory, come and collect your much-deserved prize. Wins in the Betway Summer Cup, the Premier's Champions Challenge, took his Grade 1 tally to 2 this season. For good measure, his third in the Hollywood Bets Durban July kept him at whose length from the others. Always a hotly contested category. It's Team Royal Victory as he takes out the champion middle distance category. Well done, guys. Richly deserved. Hearty congratulations. Royal Victory left us with so many happy memories over the season, and I believe there's still more to come. Next, we head over to the Champion Stayer. Over the past few years, these races have been seriously exciting for so many reasons. Long distance, starting in front of the grandstand, etc. And the competitive nature of the horses in this discipline. Let's have a look at the nominees. Going into Whirlpool Gold Cup Day at Hollywood Bets Gravel, this award was all to play for. With sheer determination and a will to poke his head in the gap, the winner is...
Master Redoute between runners. They're coming from everywhere. Future Pill's trying to run on late. Shoot the Rapids on the inside. Pontre Piero between them. Master Redoute. Master Redoute won it.
We don't often have the pleasure and privilege to welcome Mrs. Sabine Plattner to the racecourse, but she is here this evening. This one's for you, ma'am. Thank you so much, and also your years of support of the sport has been unwavering. We hope this award makes up for the time and efforts that you put in to South African racing. May the entire team of Master Redoute step forward and collect the prize. Trained by Andre Null, Callum Dixon's here, Alfred Cornay-Olfer, all here, and also not forgetting in Durban, Byron Foster, who's very much part of the Plattner racing team. An award for stamina, an award for courage. Master Redoute, ladies and gentlemen. Such unique, synonymous, famous silks of Mrs. Plattner. And here a much-deserved award for the son of Quirari, Master Redoute, winning the Whirlpool Gold Cup that has taken him to Equus glory. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you. Thanks, Raf. Thanks, Brad. We'll see Brad a little bit later on tonight. Thank you very much. That concludes the first half of proceedings. We invite you to enjoy some highlights. Please believe me, this video will make the hairs on the back of your neck stand up, which serves to remind you of our champions from yesteryear and also today. Enjoy dinner, and we'll return in roughly the next 45 minutes or so to award the human elements from last season. Enjoy.
They're all in. There's the OK, the gates are back and they're after the roar of the crowd. London News, the South African, has jumped quite... London News, he's everything
Tonight,
they said and he wins.
We embark on a journey through time, honouring the remarkable horses that have shaped our legacy.
Gates are open, it's a perfect beginning. Jetmaster's in front, Classic Flag is wearing him down in the closing stages. Jetmaster, Classic Flag, Jetmaster wins it from Classic Flag.
And Legal Eagle has landed safely by two.
Rock trying hard behind that, but Empress Club has won it brilliantly. He's romping home in the paddock stakes. Beach Beauty comes away easily from Jetaglow. He's killing them in the J&B Met. Horse Chestnut goes on to win it well. And Igugu won't be denied. She gets up to win it.
Gates Fly, make it snappy, is going all of the way to win the World Sports Winning Cape Phillies Guineas.
It's O Susanna that flies home to win it.
Do it again. He's coming at Rainbow Bridge. He's a born leader and he will do it again.
Rainbow Bridge is charging home best of all.
Variety clubs going great guns inside.
J-Pig wins the cup. J-Pig by...
Dynasty's coming home strongly, and Dynasty's going to strike gold.
And Hawktower has come through to win, going away. Hawktower, like a champion, lands the double. Pocket Power, little fractious, little rest. Pocket Power is swept into the lead close up. He's going on too strongly. Pocket Power, the true champion, has come away to win.
He won't go away. JJ lunges at Rocket Man, and JJ, the jet plane.
Reigning horse of the year, Princess Keller, another great one, ticks off the list.
Please stand for the national anthem of the winning country, South Africa.
From the storied past to the vibrant present, we revisit the champions who once graced the spotlight and the new stars blazing their own trails.
I love racing. I'm absolutely mad for it.
And they fired away.
Each stride echoes with the triumphs of yesterday and the promise of tomorrow.
And Dave the King has won it. Dave the King picks up a big Grade 1.
Feel the pulse of history as we showcase the equine heroes who've defined our success and inspired our future.
Cape Derby, Grade 1. It's a big payday. Green with Envy. He's got them weak at the knees to win well.
Douglas White Stakes, the Hong Kong Jockey Club. Quid pro quo. Unbelievable stuff, a length and a half.
Join us in celebrating their enduring spirit and the unparalleled bond between horse and rider.
And they dispatch the Master Redoute won it. Absolute humdinger.
This is a tribute to their greatness, then and now.
Great start for most of them. Settlement Thunderstruck is coming home hard. Golden Seckle, Thunderstruck has won it.
Strongly in the closing stages, and Royal Victories burst through. Royal Victory wins the Betway Summer Cup.
Last 100 metres low, Cosmic Speed and Proceed, these are the two. Proceed's going on though, Proceed has won it.
Here's to the legends who paved the way and the champions of today who carry the torch forward. Welcome to a night of memories, milestones and magic. This is the Equus Awards 2024.
Very warm welcome back to all of our viewers and all those that are here tonight for the Equus Awards 2023-2024 here in the Pocket Power Room at Hollywood Bets Kenilworth. I trust you all enjoyed the break in the video that was on display just to remind us of all those champions from yesteryear. It is time to resume the awards as we kick off with Champion Broodmare. While we start, I call upon Bradley Ralph, chairperson of the TBA, to take the stage again and to help out with the next few awards. So we're kicking off with Champion Broodmare of last season. As per the norm, there were some high-profile nominees for Champion Broodmare. Get a load of them. The Great Beach Beauty is Champion Broodmare of the season. Another one for Drakenstein Stud, Beach Bomb for her 2 Grade 1s, and Narina Trogon with some important stakes wins to put the great mare's name up in lights yet again. We invite the team from Drakenstein to collect the prize for this unbelievable mare who was everybody's darling on the racetracks and now everyone's darling at the farm. This is Perfect Symmetry. Ladies and gentlemen, another warm round of applause for Beach Beauty. Next, we take a look at Champion Stallion. South Africa has always had an abundance of amazing sires. The fierce competition to buy progeny at the sales rings translates to the racetracks. For the third time, with over 30 million rand in the stakes column, we salute Gimme the Green Light. We call upon the team from Fastfontein Stud to the stage. So many champions by your great stallion, including many honored this evening. And now the big boy himself. Susan Rowett and the team, thank you so much for giving us the pleasure of watching this handsome stallion pass on his unbelievably classy genes to all of his progeny. Give me the green light, the champion sire of 2023-24. Well done, guys. Give me the green light. Will be in big demand next week again, of that I am sure. Following on from the stallion ranks, we are so lucky to have the world-class stud farms that we do in this country. Again, footsteps lead straight to so many corners of sales barns, international heroes born and bred at the famous establishments across the land. This past season, with over 32.6 million rand earned by the team over the last 12 months, we give thanks to the beautiful family for all that they do. Give it up for the champion breeders, Wilgebosdrift and Maritzfontein Stud. Let's welcome the team up on stage representing Wilgebosdrift and Maritzfontein. Johan, Shane, Miranda, please step forward and collect your silverware. A hearty congratulations. Another fierce tussle all the way to the 31st of July, but not for the first time. Wilgebosdrift and Maritzfontein are the champion breeders of South Africa. Ladies and gentlemen, a warm round of applause. Well done, guys. Looking forward to seeing your progeny at the sales grounds up in Joburg next week. Really looking forward to it. There's always treasures from the lovely ladies. Now we stick with the theme of breeders as we skip along to the outstanding breeders. The criteria is what it says in the title. The breeder who made an impact through pattern races, producing the goods, most often with consistency to boot. A record has been broken in this category, with 21 stakes winners bred. This year, and not for the first time, the Equus Committee acknowledge the Drakenstein Stud. We invite the team from Drakenstein up on stage to collect their prize, the home of top stallions and brilliant mares, the home of Charles Dickens and Beach Beauty, the sanctuary of success, the Drakenstein Stud, the outstanding breeders for this season. Well done, guys. And just looking at those highlights over the season, the likes of Beach Bomb, Snow Pilot, Charles Dickens, Silver Sanctuary, and so many others. One Stripe, and also the home of One World. Ladies and gentlemen, I give you the Drakenstein Stud. Some stallions take an eternity to break through. Some stallions simply do not break through. But when the glass ceiling gets broken like this award was sealed a long, long time ago. the outstanding stallion of the season is, well, there can only be one. It's One World. We all knew that. His record-breaking freshman campaign was covered by scribes far and wide. With 40 total wins, 30 individual winners, the likes of Grand Crescendo, One Stripe, Lion Rampart, among so many others making waves. We call on the connections of the son of the famous Captain Earl to step forward and have a daily reminder of the success from season 1. Once again, standing at Drakenstein Stud, the outstanding stallion of the season is One World. See you all next week as well. Congratulations, guys. Brad, thank you very much. Your work here is done. And I'll call up Donovan Everett, the COO, the Chief Operating Officer of Cape Racing, to deal with the media awards. So with 42 individual entries, higher than the norm, we convey a shout out to all those who put racing into the mainstream and cover it with such love of the sport. The judges for these next 3 awards were Liesl King, Tarquin Norval, and yours truly. We kick off with print media. So many entries came across us and were discussed at length. To be fair, many of the entries were considered, but the balance of journalism between cutting edge, covering all facts, and getting balanced views from defense and attack. So many years in racing, and this man has not lost the essence of journalism. For his work with the TCO2 conundrum and off the record, we congratulate Charles Pretorius. Well done to Charles, much deserved. I know this will mean a hell of a lot to you. Well done, Charlie. Well played. Thank you. Very well done, ladies and gentlemen, Charles Pretorius for his work in the Off the Record, episode number 25, for his work on the TCO2 conundrum. Well done, pal. So broadcast had it all. From all corners of the land, so many aspects has been covered with a modern twist. Signs of taking the sport to the next level, offering what other sports do to appeal to the current market. But when it comes to grabbing attention, understanding the guest, and making us all shed a tear, we give the award to Vicky Marnott. So this for the episode of Taking the Reins with Anthony Delpeche. To put material like this, you need 2 good guests. Anthony, thank you for your work. Thank you for being so open with that. Vicky Marnott, well done. And I have to say, do you know how hard it's been keeping that quiet from you? Vicky, very well done. Congratulations from all of us. Now we move on to still photography, and when I see the photos taken by Candice, Anita, Annika, John, Jean, Carol, Brenda, Pauline, Chase and Wayne, and many others, my breath is often taken away. We have so much ability in this field that captures the essence of still photography. We had entries from photographers that often make magazines, so people that you don't see here Monday to Sunday, anywhere in the country. Some guys turned up and entered this category that came for the big days and sent some unbelievable material. That is how strong this category is. Coloring, anticipation, action, and focus were all huge attributes in the winning piece. This has been won by... For New Horizons, that snap in the starting stalls with jockeys focused, looking straight, the lighting, the coloring, chase for the second time is an Equus winner. Thank you so much, Don. Thank you, Donovan Everett. Well, those were 3 seriously popular awards. Now we call up onto the stage Riding Master at the famous South African Jockey Academy. Ladies and gentlemen, I introduce you to Robert Moore. Making a long approach from the Weinberg end at Newlands. So the apprentice title has been won by the likes of Michael Roberts, Pierre Stradham, Lyle Hewitson, Rachel Vennick. I think we can all give Rachel a big round of applause for what she did at the Shergar Cup as well. Robbie Frad and so many others who show what our local sportsmen and women are capable of. With 49 winners during last season, the champion apprentices, Kobedi James de Harbour. James, congratulations. Robert, thank you so much. And you have the honor of giving a speech.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. It's an honor to be here and to collect this award here in Cape Town. It's my first time in Cape Town. Also, I would like to say a big thank you to the owners and the trainers for giving me this opportunity. Without them, I was not going to be here. I really appreciate that, and also to the Academy for doing this such work and to apprentices to travel a lot. I really appreciate that. Thank you very much.
Next, I would like to invite Anthony Delpeche, racing manager of the Hollywood Syndicate, up on stage. But before he hands over the next award, he would like to say a few words about how much the next achievement should be saved.
Good evening, everybody. Firstly, it's about Richard Fourie. What you've achieved this season is phenomenal. When I won the South African Championship and I broke the South African record of 334 winners, I thought I'll take it to my grave. And you smashed it. Richard, you're a true gentleman, and it's been fantastic working with you through the season. And towards the beginning of the season, I said to Owen, I said, I'd like Richard to be having our first choice of all our horses in South Africa. And Richard really appreciated that opportunity, and he chose very well and lost some of ours that won. But it's been great working with you. You have been a true sportsman and a true professional. What I really appreciate and I really liked about you is every time you walked in the parade ring and riding one of the Hollywood Syndicate horses, it was such a pleasure that you could just tell me about how the race was going to run, and always we could communicate together and work out the race. And you, a professional that sometimes as jockeys we take little things for granted, and I think you never took it for granted. Really, at the beginning of the season, you reached out to me and you said, how's it possible that you reached this target of winning 334 winners? And I said, Richard, it took a lot of hard work. And I ended up in hospital. So he says, okay, please tell me a little bit of story about it. And you know what? That's a true champion, about wanting to know how you've achieved it, and you've smashed my record. And you know what? I think you'll go to your grave that nobody will ever reach this record. And you've not just broken my record, you're a true South African champion jockey. Well done.
Thank you so much, Anthony. Wait, Ant, you got to hand over the trophy as well. Ladies and gentlemen, the champion jockey. But more than that, the Equus committee has decided to double up and award the special achievement to the one and only record-breaking exploits which had South African sports on tenterhooks. Stand up for Mr. 378, number 378, Richard Fourie.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, or should I say friends and family. I think, for jockey Rambo Ndiaba at the back there, when I was standing here, pretty much also as an apprentice, talking to everyone, it was a bit daunting. But now when I look across this beautiful Kenilworth racecourse and all the people here, it's a lot easier now, 22 years later, knowing everyone. So yeah, it's been a great journey. Just want to obviously say well done to the Equus Awards. I thought the nominees were spot on, and obviously the winners were fantastic selections, and they're worthy winners, so well done. You guys should be proud. And obviously to all the breeders, thank you so much for breeding fantastic horses. I can just see the game getting stronger and stronger each year, and looking really, really forward to riding the next generation of crop coming through, so it's quite exciting. And then to Bonji, special thank you for sharing your knowledge, your wisdom, how to do it, and it wasn't easy, you know that, only me and you all know. And to Ken for managing me. Obviously it was a tight schedule, being all over the place, and we obviously had to make tough choices along the way. Sometimes we get it right, sometimes we didn't, but it's been a great journey with you. I think this wasn't just last year or last season. It took 2 seasons before getting it exactly well primed, well oiled. All the support team was there, all the trainers, the owners, the grooms. It's just a big part just to get to this section. And no hoof, no horse. So all the farriers, the vets, fantastic job. Always just so many people to thank. But yeah, family, friends, most important. Thank you. Trainers, thank you very much for a lot of support this season that I had. Yeah, not much more to say. And to my riding master, Mr. Curtis, thank you for making it all the way out here. Big support of mine, and I cherish him, and I think it made a big difference in my career. And I dedicate this trophy, or this championship win, to one man, and his name is Corey Euster. He found me, took me into the academy, or helped me get in, supported me all the way through, and he always asked me, you've got to push to be a champion and, win the champion. I said, it's not my thing. I want to win Group 1s. And for a long time I was infatuated with it, and I still am. And when he passed, I said, right, now I'm going to give it my full horns, and I'm going to give it my all. And when we got to 300, which was the target, I thought, okay, we got a good 6-7 weeks left. Let's just give it gas. And when we got to the mark, I just felt this huge weight lift off my shoulders. And you got to understand, there's so much going on. You worried about suspensions and getting hurt, and there's just way. It was overwhelming when you get to like 2-3 winners to go, and there's that thought in your mind of just don't get hurt right now. It was tough and daunting, but once I hit it, I just felt all this weight lifted. And then, just continued and finished off. It's Twa Suck, if I'm not mistaken. It's 377, not 378. So well, they know. They changed it. So, it's been a great journey. So thank you very much for all the support. I love this game, and it's probably one of the reasons why I'm still here. I just know there's so much growth coming into South African racing. So thank you very much.
That is undoubtedly the achievement of the season. Time to welcome back Justin for Mark to hand over the next 2 awards. We only got 3 awards left tonight, ladies and gentlemen. And now we move on to Champion Trainer, which again went down to the line. Going to Hollywood Bets Gravel on Whirlpool Gold Cup Day, there were possibilities aplenty. Lots were still on the table. In the end, with nearly 21 million rand, with a big race win in the World Sports Betting Cape Town Met, the rands and cents went in favour to Justin Snaith.
I'm actually getting to that. Thanks, Pippa. We might as well start there. So firstly, I come here after Richard Fourie, and as everyone will know, I've had a long relationship with Richard. I'll never forget when he first arrived in Cape Town as a very cross youngster. To see him today and what he's achieved is just absolutely incredible. To him and everyone that is around him. I got to travel a couple of times on the big days, and then you actually get to see what Richard's actually doing every day. I mean, it's just, you don't want to know. It's early mornings to the airport, on a plane, ride a meeting, back on the plane, next morning on a plane. So just kudos to you, Richard, and what you achieved. And because of what you've done, I've decided that you've inspired me. So with the African horse sickness debacle and the vaccines and that, I've decided that the only way that I might actually be able to compete overseas, I've decided to start getting ready with my breakdancing. And I will be competing for South Africa at the American Olympics. I'm not sure what my dance name is going to be, but I'm sure Jonathan will find something that's like politically correct. Yes. There's a lot of chirps in this crowd tonight. So firstly, I just want to really say well done to all the winners tonight. Funny enough, I'm champion trainer, but I didn't win one award. So it shows how tough it is. And really, you know, leave tonight knowing that you're part of a very elite group. Winning these, it's hard enough winning a race, a big race. It's another thing winning the Equus Awards. So to every breeder, owner, trainer, everybody involved, really well done. To my team, I just got to keep remembering, thank your wife, thank your wife. So let me just get that out the way. Lol, well done. To my brother's wife, Fran, well done. I think you had a tougher year than Lauren had. So thank you to all of you, to all my team at home. It's been a tough one. Guys, I promise you, the rain in the Western Cape and that, and my team every morning are out there, and it just rains and rains. So I really, to the farriers, Robbie, Andre, Dave, my vets, they're the first vets that I've had when I started training. Funny enough, Dave was with us probably 30 years ago, and he's still with us. Robbie Miller was my first farrier. So, I mean, it's unbelievable the longevity of our team. So I think I'm getting a little long-winded, but thank you to all of you. To the NRB that takes all the trainers' abuse every day, phoning with changes and stuff, I thank you. To the NHRA, which I think have done a fantastic day keeping integrity in our industry. We need it. It's a welfare thing as well, and I thank them for, they normally chased away at doors. We have an open door policy. They're welcome to come to my yard at any time and video me. Hopefully I'm dressed all right. Two years ago, I cannot believe where we were and where we are now. And I'm afraid to say that it goes down to individuals. Nothing happens with change without individuals putting their hands up. And, you know, from Mary to now Hollywood, Betts to Greg Bortz, these are individuals that have really gone on a limb and have turned us around into where we are now. I mean, if you look in the time period, it's two years, and look where we are. You come to the race course and everything's lit up, and before it was broken tote boards. So I really thank you. And to everyone else, you know, just really take this opportunity. Like Greg was saying, it's not time to moan and complain about things. It's going out there and making the change happen and take this racing industry forward. And then the most important thing for me, obviously, and why I'm here every day of my life, slaving away, is the thoroughbred. It's got to be one of the most beautiful animals in the world, and to see the kindness and the giving that they give every day at races, and what I see on our farm, it really, I couldn't think of any other job that I could possibly want to be involved in, and I really thank every one of our horses that have gone out there and given their all. And I just want to say, I hope you all have a fantastic evening. Thank you.
It would be peak Snaith to forget something and leave it behind, wouldn't it? Right. Well done to Justin Snaith, yet again champion trainer of South Africa. Now, to be champion owner is why we trod the beaten path of sales rings, farms, and racecourses, looking for a string of champions to achieve this honor. Any Grade 1 race, any maiden plate, it all adds up. You earn your Olympic gold medals along the way. With nearly 14 million rand in the bank through upgrading the breed, adding black type, and true blue success, we crown the Drakenstein stud, nominee Gaynor Rupert, the champion owner of the season. So Drakenstein stud yet again, we welcome on stage Mrs. Gaynor Rupert to accept the prize, the floating trophy, which is this beautiful piece of work, which has got the Drakenstein stud on already, nominee Mrs. G.A. Rupert. So there's the floating trophy courtesy of the Equus committee, and also one to take home and put onto the mantelpiece as well, one that mirrors all of those from tonight. Ladies and gentlemen, a word from the champion owner.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. It's a great pleasure for me to be here once again. First time here in Cape Town, but thank you anyway to everyone who's been instrumental in making these awards happen. Special thanks to Greg Bortz and to Hollywood Bets and the whole team behind them. They've ushered in a whole new era for us, not only in the Cape, but in Durban as well. Our whole industry has benefited. I'd like to, however, just make special mention of one person who, without whom none of this would have happened. He's worked behind the scenes tirelessly for many, many years, more than I can remember, and his influence has been enormous, and that's Jonathan Sneth. So I think we give him that. He looks more amazed than anyone in the room. On a personal level, I'd like to thank my exceptional team at Drakenstein Stud. From the ever outstanding Kevin Somerville at the helm, to Gavin Pickford, who delivers the babies and looks after the stallions. And those of you who were at the Stallion Day yesterday would have seen how magnificent they all look. And that's all thanks to Gavin. To Kira, without whom none of us would be able to operate. To Taryn, to Claudia, to David, to Jackson, Leah, and every other person who works on the farm. Without every cog in the wheel, we would not be where we are, and I am immensely grateful to all of you. We're proud to have broken the record that we set for the second year in a row for the most stakes bred in a season. We do strive to improve every year. It sounds as though I'm speaking as a breeder and not as an owner, but as we only race the horses that we breed, and they're predominantly fillies, I think it comes to the same thing. Thanks to the many positive changes that have occurred in recent times, I found the appetite to send 5 fillies to America, including, of course, Beach Bomb, who will contest in the Breeders' Cup in November. They've had an arduous journey with 60 days in lockdown, so she will have a more difficult task than most, but by next year they'll be on a level playing field, and hopefully we can show, not only us, but all the others that were exported as well, we can show the world what we can produce, because we are on the cusp of entering the world stage, and we have to put our horses out there to see how we can do against the best in the world. On a positive note, the 2 horses that I had entered at Royal Ascot this year, Colt and a filly, were both out of South African mares, Shingwetsi and Same Jurisdiction, respectively. The filly was scratched because of the firm going, but the colt, named Skakuza, came second in the Britannia. So we should take heart from that and have the confidence that we can perform on the world stage. Coming to the end, when I started breeding some 20 years ago, I used to say to myself that perhaps I wouldn't be able to compete with my horses, but I knew that I could create the most beautiful farm with a backdrop of the Drakenstein Mountains and the waterfall. I had Joe Taylor's book on how to build a barn next to my bed, and I embarked on a journey which has given me much more pleasure than I could have imagined. The list of people that I need to thank is too long to mention here, but I thank each and every one of you. Now we need to try and compete with our horses. I urge breeders to breed to more mares. We're going to need all of them in the very near future. Our horses are sounder and tougher than anywhere else that I know of, much like our people. And then lastly, as far as racing is concerned, of all the race courses I've been to in many different countries and many different courses, I do think Kenilworth remains the best. Thank you. Thank you for your time. Thank you.
Thank you very much to Justin. And now for the final award, we call on the hosting chairperson who has the honor of handing over the award. Ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Greg Bortz. And now for the piece de resistance, Horse of the Year, which covers the hugely important Groom of the Year too. The blood, sweat, and tears from all grooms of 4,569 horses who ran over the 12-month period around the South African racecourses never goes unnoticed. To all those who put in the long hours caring, loving, and nurturing these magnificent animals, we salute you and thank you. A reminder that all Equus Thoroughbred winners this evening are in contention for this prestigious award. The panel were led down to two names which were discussed at length. Dreams are realized, goals are achieved, moments and memories are about to be made. The 2023-24 Horse of the Year is...
Dave the King is clear though. 100 metres to go. Cousin Daisy, Flagman's running on, but Dave the King will win.
Dave the King continues to lead. He's got a 2-length lead, and Dave the King has won it. Dave the King picks up a big Grade 1. So the team represented by Lindsay Rolfs, as well as Jackie Spindler and Catherine Rolfs, and Diane de Kock, owned by Lindsay, Larry Nestat and Gary Player, bred by Mr. Player as well, and trained by Hall of Famer Michael de Kock, and groomed by Lwandiso Jevu, who is here tonight as well. The son of Global View will ensure that in 12 months' time, the Equus Award theme will be white and blue. We call on the team as well as Lwandiso, please step forward and collect the prize for the Horse of the Year, Dave the King. The crowning moment for the Horse of the Year, winner of the Hollywood Bets Gold Challenge and winner of the Champions Cup at Hollywood Bets Grave at the end of the season. That propelled him ahead of the pack. The other horse that was very, very much in the reckoning was the unbeaten Gimme Another, both trained by Mike de Kock, testament to the 6 Grade 1 winners that he trained this season. But it goes to the son of Global View, trained by the Hall of Fame golfer Gary Player. Like I said earlier, this will mean so much. One big round of applause for the connections of Dave the King, for Dave the King, and for Lwandiso, the winning groom. It's his year. Mr. Elfs, floor is yours.
Thank you. Good evening, everybody. What an honor to win such a prestigious award. Just reflecting on a horse like Dave the King, there's always a number of champions behind a horse like this. And I guess you've got to start, if you think about it, you've got to start with the breeder. And as you know, I think it's already been mentioned, but South Africa's greatest sportsman ever by a million miles, Gary Player, bred this horse. He's going to be one of the most proudest guys today. He also happens to be a partner of ours. He's the owner in the horse. And now to have Horse of the Year, I can assure you Gary Player is in tears right now. I know he did speak to me this afternoon. He's overseas, I think in Bucharest or somewhere like that. At 86, he's still traveling the world, designing golf courses. But one of his biggest passions in life is horse racing. So just congratulations, Gary, wherever you are. I'm sure he's streaming this live. Just to the other owners of the horse, firstly, my champion daughters who are up on stage with me, Jackie and Catherine, thank you so much, girls. I've been in this game for about 20 years, and they've put up with all the nonsense that goes with it. So thank you, my darling daughters. A really special friend of mine that I'm in partnership with a number of horses is Larry Nestat. He's a legend in the game. He's been around for so many years. I don't know how many races he's won. I think it runs into the thousands. But thank you so much, Larry. He happens to be overseas at the moment as well. But he assured me he would be streaming this this evening live. So well done, Larry, and thanks so much for coming into the horse with me. Again, you know, as I said, there are always champions behind a champion of the Horse of the Year. And the trainer of this horse, Mike de Kock, without doubt, South Africa's greatest trainer, probably ever, in my opinion anyway. And thank you so much to the stable for what they've done for this horse. When he first came out, he was a bit of a hooligan. They got him right. They bred him, I mean, they got him to a stage where he is very deservedly, I think, based on that last run, got the Horse of the Year award. So thanks, Mike, and thanks to the whole de Kock team up in Johannesburg and in Durban. And unfortunately, I can't congratulate any one jockey. We kind of played musical chairs with jockeys with this horse. I think they all rode them, but Richard Fourie did ride on Gold Cup Day, the very last one. I think it may have even been his last winner, if I'm not mistaken. Is that correct, Rich? And I think he loved it, you know, and he was, I think, all the big jockeys rode Dave the King. They all did a great job for us. So thank you to everybody. I think that's me for the evening. Thanks very much to Greg, to Cape Racing, to this wonderful evening that we had. And just watch Dave the King. He hasn't finished. He's got a long way to go. Thank you so much.
So on that note, it's time to congratulate all the winners. As per Equus tradition, all winners tonight are invited on stage for the famous group photo. I hope we're going to fit everyone on here. Chase, please let someone else take the snap. This one you cannot enter for next year's Equus Awards. Entertainment will continue through the night. Dessert will now be served. It's help yourself, by the way, down the bottom. So get stuck in. I can tell you the dessert is highly recommended. Enjoy the rest of your evening. Good night. God bless. Keep loving the sport. It will love you back. Good night.
Quid Pro Quo's coming alongside. Quid Pro Quo now gets the head in front. And Quid Pro Quo from Fatal Flaw is going to try and fight back. Quid Pro Quo. Unbelievable stuff, a length and a half. Proceeds running on in Cosmic Speed's on the outside. Last 100 meters low. Cosmic Speed and Proceed, these are the two. Proceed's going on though. Proceed has won it.
Gimme Another who hits the front in the Tab Empress Club Stakes. Gimme Another leads by 2 from Humdinger and South Africa. Stand up and salute our new racing sensation. Gimme Another beats home Humdinger.
Green with Envy. Green with Envy's really taking off powerfully to the outside. Beach Bomb, but Green with Envy. Green with Envy burst into the lead and goes 4 lengths clear. It's a big payday. Green with Envy. He's got them weak at the knees to win well.
Princess Colour kicked 2 lengths in front. Raskova second, but this is the reigning horse of the year. Princess Colour, another grade 1, ticked off the list. I'm gonna be I promise I won't chance. You don't deserve it. I'm gonna be bad.
Quid Pro Quo's coming alongside. Quid Pro Quo now gets the head in front. And Quid Pro Quo from Fatal Floor is going to try and fight back. Quid Pro Quo. Unbelievable stuff, a length and a half. Proceeds running on in Cosmic Speed's on the outside. Last 100 meters low. Cosmic Speed and Proceed, these are the two. Proceed's going on though. Proceed has won it.
Gimme Another who hits the front in the Tab Empress Club Stakes. Gimme Another leads by 2 from Humdinger and South Africa. Stand up and salute our new racing sensation. Gimme Another beats home Humdinger.
with Envy. Green with Envy's really taking off powerfully to the outside. Beach Bomb, but Green with Envy. Green with Envy burst into the lead and goes 4 lengths clear. It's a big payday. Green with Envy. He's got them weak at the knees to win well.
Princess Colour kicked 2 lengths in front. Raskova second, but this is the reigning horse of the year. Princess Colour, another grade 1, ticks off the list. I'm gonna be bad, you I promise I won't try. You don't deserve it. I'm gonna be bad.
Quid Pro Quo's coming alongside. Quid Pro Quo now gets the head in front. And Quid Pro Quo from Fatal Flaw is going to try and fight back. Quid Pro Quo. Unbelievable stuff, a length and a half. Proceeds running on in Cosmic Speed's on the outside. Last 100 meters low. Cosmic Speed and Proceed, these are the two. Proceed's going on though. Proceed has won it.
Gimme Another who hits the front in the Tab Empress Club Stakes. Gimme Another leads by 2 from Humdinger and South Africa. Stand up and salute our new racing sensation. Gimme Another beats Humdinger.
Green with Envy. Green with Envy's really taking off powerfully to the outside. Beach Bomb, but Green with Envy. Green with Envy burst into the lead and goes 4 lengths clear. It's a big payday. Green with Envy. He's got them weak at the knees to win well.
Princess Colour kicked 2 lengths in front. Raskova second, but this is the reigning horse of the year. Princess Colour, another grade 1, ticks off the list. I'm gonna be bad, you I promise I won't try. You don't deserve it. I'm gonna be bad.
Quid Pro Quo's coming alongside. Quid Pro Quo now gets the head in front. And Quid Pro Quo from Fatal Flaw is going to try and fight back. Quid Pro Quo. Unbelievable stuff, a length and a half.
Proceed's running on and Cosmic Speed's on the outside. Last 100 meters low, Cosmic Speed and Proceed.